When the U.S. president speaks to Congress, legislators jostle for position, hoping to shake his hand as he makes his way to the podium. This year, COVID forced everyone to fist bump or use elbows or sit 2 meters apart. It's also given Joe Biden the most important challenge of his presidency and a significant moment in his first address.
100 days ago, America's house was on fire. We had to act. After I promised we'd get 100 million COVID-19 vaccine shots into people's arms in 100 days, we will have provided over 220 million COVID shots in those 100 days.
Biden spent his first 99 days in office trying to break a pandemic that has killed nearly 575,000 Americans. While there's more work to do, only 30% of Americans are fully vaccinated. Biden called on Congress to help him tackle other critical issues. Spend $2.7 trillion on infrastructure and job creation. Spend another $1.8 trillion on child care, education, and health care. And improve the standard of living for hundreds of millions of people, not just the very wealthiest, who also would pay more taxes to cover these projects.
These are good-paying jobs that can't be outsourced. Nearly 90% of the infrastructure jobs created in the American Jobs Plan do not require a college degree. 75% don't require an associate's degree. The American Jobs Plan is a blue-collar blueprint to build America. That's what it is. But Wall Street didn't build this country. The middle class built the country, and unions built the middle class.
Biden also called on Congress to tackle systemic racism, something highlighted by a police officer's murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis last year.
My fellow Americans, we have to come together to rebuild trust between law enforcement and the people they serve, to root out systemic racism in our criminal justice system. We need to work together to find a consensus. But let's get it done next month, by the first anniversary of George Floyd's death.
In the traditional opposition party response, Republican Senator Tim Scott called Biden's claims of success delusional.
But President Biden promised you a specific kind of leadership. He promised to unite a nation, to lower the temperature, to govern for all Americans, no matter how we voted. This was the pitch. You just heard it again. But our nation is starving for more than empty platitudes. We need policies and progress that brings us closer together. But 3 months in, the actions of the president and his party are pulling us further and further apart.
Biden brought up other major goals: overhaul immigration policy, reversing global warming. But he said his first job as president is making sure the pandemic fades into history, not just for the U.S., but for the world. Rosiland, Al Jazeera.